You have to represent. Yo.
I was gonna write you an email, but I'm a little drunk and spelling is a sober person's game. So I feel I owe you a splanation. I'm sorry. A splanation.
Welcome, GD Splanations. This is our first episode, love. I am Special Agent X7. With me is the wonderful and lovely and talented Lilith Draco. Tonight, we're going to be introducing ourselves, possibly talking about a beer or two, and we'll go from there. Are you ready to get started, Lilith?
Yes, let's do it.
That's me, love. So much kitten energy. I wonder if I should put some makeup on my eyes to highlight them.
What kind of makeup?
Just some eyeliner. Damn it, not that I know how to put any on. No, I've never done that before in my life.
No. I never helped you put it on before either. At a random Halloween party with Catwoman.
Kuvak! Son of a bitch. I've kind of blotted that whole bit of my life out because
No, you didn't.
I've forgotten about the makeup though. That's for sure. Because, well,
You were thinking of other things.
I was thinking of the Viking Queen, but
Catwoman.
I was thinking of trying how to get away from you, and then you were right there. Because you're always
right there.
I've got a license that makes me look like Josie and the Pussycats. Jeebus.
X7 loves Josie and the Pussycats, by the way. Loves them.
Well,
Since he was a young child.
If you weren't the mother of demons, it would have been before you were born.
Yes.
I was programmed for redheads from an early age.
And who was the one that started that? Which superhero?
You're truly evil, Lilith. Truly evil.
Share with us all. Who was that?
Well, I'm trying to put the timeline in place because I think I met Josie before I met Wanda, but I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Although I could even say I met Natasha before I met either of those. Oh dear.
When did you meet that girl?
Oh, that girl. Well, I forgot that one. That was live. I was thinking comic books, and I was about 3 when I met that girl. So, and I met Catwoman right before that as well.
Yes.
I've met both Catgirl and Batwoman. I've met Batwoman. Damn it! I've met Catwoman and Batgirl. Batgirl before she passed away, sadly. And Julie Newmar's still alive, I believe. And I've met 100% grade A Adam West too.
Who's Adam West?
My mom likes him. That was a surprise and a shock. I thought it was just Mr. Spock that she liked. And no. Keep finding stuff out the more mom drinks that I really didn't want to know. What now? Love. Kind of love.
Hey, but who's Adam West?
Who's Adam West? Well, he was in an episode of The Outer Limits. He was in an episode of Perry Mason playing a guitar, even.
Too
But he was
young for Perry Mason.
Batman. It was my Batman. I've met him too.
He the best Batman?
Best live action Batman. We'll go with that. It's hard to top Kevin Conroy. Jeebus, why are you making me be a nerd in front of everybody?
Michael Keaton.
Who? Beetlejuice.
Michael Keaton. Didn't he play Batman?
He also played the Condor in one of the Spider-Man movies. He was excellent. He's really a good actor. But his Batman, he couldn't even turn his head as Batman. This is how Michael Keaton looked at when he had to turn his head to look at Batman. He had to turn his whole body. He couldn't turn his head.
That he could fight crime like that. Oh yeah.
Well, you really want to get me started on Batman?
No, who's the best superhero? X7. Who's the best?
Well, the Vision is the best. That's all there is to it.
No.
You asked, do you want to start a rumble or not? Titan.
Was not sad when it was pulled out in the movie. It was not sad. For me.
Well, no. I don't know what you found sad. You've got a heart of stone, love.
I don't think I found anything in that movie sad.
You didn't see that one together.
No.
Would have been. I knew it was going to happen anyway. Stupid Thanos. I hate him so much. Almost as much as Ma Fu Yi.
I mean, he wasn't right, but I understand. I get it.
In the comic books, he just loved death. And not the goddess death embodied. Hela would have been she would have been up against him with Odin and Zeus and every other pantheon trying to stop him. My little cat's so noisy. I hope
So why is Vision your favorite superhero?
Well, that's a great question. I didn't know anything about him at all. I mean, when I first he was in the first comic book I ever remember owning, which I got signed by the author, Avengers 70. But he was only barely in it, and he was just this guy standing there because he was cold and emotionless. That wasn't what appealed to me, though. He had cool powers, but it was when, 30 issues later, when I first actually got my first series of comics in a row, first set of issues. They're right over there. I've still got them. They're older than you all love. But that was when the Sentinels came back, which were traditionally X-Men foes. And they wanted to exterminate mutants. But then they wanted to exterminate humans because they couldn't stop mutants from happening. But they went after the Scarlet Witch. And Wanda and the Vision were not quite a couple yet, even though I don't know, it's like when you watch a soap opera. Not that I ever watched Days of Our Lives, but that first couple you see get together, that's always like your favorite couple, right?
Started watching when Marlena was possessed by the demon, because that was the best. And if I'm going to start watching a soap opera, it's when somebody's possessed. I mean,
I hated that one. Oh my God.
Continue on with the Vision.
Well, anyway, Marlena and Roman were already a couple. Bo and Hope, or Bope, as one of our dear friends called them once.
It's awesome. That's the best.
I forget what the one was that made me really laugh. Bope and Ho. But it was Steve and Kayla for me. So, but the Vision and Wanda were they were edging their way toward being a couple in that first. By the time I'd gotten rid of that, I'd read that first series of say 10 comics from Avengers 101 to Avengers 110. They'd become officially a couple. So I think that's part of it. But he's got really cool powers. I mean, he can control his density. He's got a solar beam. It's not a flippin' mind stone, but not in real life. And then it turns out he was the original Human Torch from the 40s. So technically his name could be Jim Hammond. And then Wanda was, well, I was 5 or 6. So yeah, I think I was just getting programmed between Batgirl and the Black Widow and Wanda Maximoff, even though that wasn't her name.
We all love a good redhead.
It wasn't until 1976 when Tigra showed up. She's strongly suspect
Tigra.
Strongly suspect she carbonated me hormones.
One day I will cosplay as Tigra.
I'm an L, aren't I?
You'll never guess who my favorite superhero is.
I already know who your favorite superhero is. Your super favorite hero? Oh Lord.
Do you? Do you?
I believe
Remy LeBeau.
It's not the other one then with the big red S on his cape. How many times have you seen an Avengers movie, love?
Many times. I watched those ones over and over and I've never seen them. Over and over.
And how many times
Doctor Strange is the one I've watched the most because he's great.
Not even an Avenger, he's a defender. How many times has Cable? Laura Mercy. How many times has Gambit been in the movies?
2. Maybe just once.
I believe you're right. You made me watch that movie too.
It was only for Gambit.
You didn't squeal on that one like you did in the bookstore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You still have the book, don't you?
Of course I do. It's on my shelf.
I got you a really cool book about Gambit. You know what you got me for Christmas that year, love?
What did I get you that year?
Swords. That's what you got me, swords. That's all you got me. That's all. There's nothing else. Yep. Not that I don't have a drawer full of them. Lord of mercy, I have way too many under things from you.
Was that the year of the Batman undies?
That was the year of the Batman undies. They were on top of the floor.
Those were great. Those are great.
Yes. To quote Wayne, oh yes, one day vengeance will be mine, love.
Will it though?
No, it'll backfire, no matter what.
It always does.
Might be good, but it'll still backfire on me. It always does. Always.
Gambit's pretty sexy. Oh yeah.
Even his name?
No, that's why I said Gambit.
He might have the worst name of a superhero, of a civilian name of a superhero ever.
I have 2 super, super cool Gambit action figures on my shelf. It's my favorite.
It'll make Tiger. I'm going to stop talking right now. Knowing when to stop talking. That's going to be X7's thing.
I know what you're getting for Christmas. You just said it. How's that beer? What are you drinking tonight?
This is my second beer. It is an Avery. Can't see it in the dark. Barrel-aged vanilla bean stout.
Nice. Tell our viewers where that comes from, where Avery comes from.
Holy crap, it's a 10.5.
Full. Someone's getting tipsy.
Yeah, there's a brewery up the road here, about I want to say, well, maybe in half an hour now. It used to be 20 minutes. It's in Boulder, Colorado. It's quite near Fossil Bed, Colorado, where we're based out of. Avery makes delicious beers. I've even been able to drink the Maharaja, not on a regular basis, but tipping that is
Said
not.
it's the best one. The best one. Oh, salivating over here.
You should have taken a case back with you, love.
I know. I only brought 6 back.
I thought you took 12. Well, you
Maybe
had
I
12.
did.
You had
Maybe
12.
I did.
Killed 6 friends before you left.
That's right. I think I did. I think that's what happened.
I'd give you Charles's address to send him a thank you for all those other IPAs he bought that he didn't drink. But then you'd have his address. That can't be good for me. Not that I wouldn't, but
Maybe. It's not like we would communicate writing letters. No one writes letters. It would be his phone number and starting to text. That's what it would be.
you're friends with him on Facebook, isn't that enough?
No, but that's also a good way to communicate if I really wanted to. Just messenger. Send him a quick message. So tonight I'm drinking Salt Flats is the company from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's called Slipstream. It's a double IPA. It's okay. I don't know if I'd get it again. It's not bitter enough for me. As you know, I like them bitter.
What was it? What was it? Bigfoot, the barley wine Bigfoot?
Yeah, that was good.
100
That-
IBUs.
This one's 9%.
And it's only 65 IBU. I looked it up. That's not bitter. That.
Yeah, it's okay. I miss the Maharaja.
I try not to rub it in your face. I don't know what the IBUs in the stout are. Stout, that's a kind of beer.
At times.
You've never liked a single one of me beers that you sampled.
No, I don't.
I think we should, if you didn't have a mask on and we could record your faces that you make when you sample them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh crap, I think we lost X7. He must have had a special call that he needed to take. Hold on, folks. Hold on, folks. He'll be back. He'll be back. What is he a special agent of? Not exactly sure. He doesn't really talk much about it. You know, super secret special agent. Oh, folks, it looks like he got a call from his mom. So it wasn't a special secret super agent phone call. It was his mother. She's wonderful. I can't remember what we were. Oh, we were talking about the beers.
The beers.
But
Gotta get back into.
But then you took a call and I explained to the people.
It was M.
That you took a secret agent phone call that it then ended up just being your mom.
Well, thanks, love. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I left it at M, right?
What?
You couldn't have left it at M, right?
No. I had to let the folks know that it was your mom that called. But she's wonderful, so you know, one of the best moms out there.
Well, I'll take that. But still, you gotta let me look a little cool.
You've already taken care of that yourself. Not really so cool. I mean, I'm not either. but
I don't remember what we were talking about, love.
it was the beer.
Ah,
I
beer.
think it was the beer. We were doing our beer splanations. Our beer
Oh,
splanations.
Lilith, let's talk about some dinosaurs for a minute.
Why would we want to do that?
Maybe a certain kind of dinosaur from this particular part of the world.
You're
One with
talking
a
about
crown.
the queens with the crowns on their head?
Queen
The
crown.
wonderful and beautiful Pachycephalosaurus that saved the day in the most recent Jurassic World. The
In
cute
fact,
little bugger, the
What?
true hero of that movie.
I actually put that in there, but I'm still waiting on some questions from someone. Not that I'm putting any pressure on her at all. But you are correct.
Sweet little bugger.
That
My
first
spirit animal, we're both butt heads. We're both butt heads.
Good, right?
Huh?
So we knew after we heard that first thump, we knew what was going to happen.
Oh, I knew. And I might have squealed. You weren't with me, but I might have squealed and got really excited and could barely sit in my seat because I knew what was coming up.
It worked too. That was a good scene.
It was the best.
I actually looked around in the theater to see where you were, and you weren't there.
I was not there.
It was not an easy thing for me. I'll tell you
I don't
that.
even remember who I saw it with.
It wasn't me.
I remember watching it. The other person must not have mattered because, you know. All that mattered were the dinosaurs.
Well, that dinosaur anyway.
She was beautiful.
You've got an interesting set of spirit animals, love.
What are you talking about? They're the best. All my spirit animals are the best.
I didn't say they weren't the best. I just said they were interesting. I mean, a Pachycephalosaurus, Wyoming, the full-on dinosaur names are a sober person's game, unless it's T-Rex. Wyomingensis, I believe is a full name. But you've also got the other
dinosaur.
Your favorite dinosaur, the bitey kind, the one with the 6-inch teeth. Although we really do like a Triceratops horridus, but I've got to go with the T-Rex because it's everybody's favorite. It's kind of common now.
Not the P for pterodactyl?
That's not a dinosaur, love. It's an archosaur.
What about the bitey fish kind? The swimming kind?
But there's 3 different styles.
Diosauruses?
What kind was that again? I'm not sure I've ever heard of that one ever before.
The pterodactyl. The Diosaurus.
Wait, I'm sorry, love.
Or the Waterosaurus. The Waterosaurus.
All right, now you're just coitusing with me. They have the ichthyosaur, they have the plesiosaur, and they have the mosasaur. Those are 3 different styles. 1, 2, 3. Pterosaurs came in, well, little and big sizes.
Are your pointers out?
What's it? No,
Are your pointers out?
That's 3.
3 pointers? You got 3 pointers?
3 European style. Back when I used to have to count like that. When I used to blow whistle. Never mind, we're not even going to talk about that.
All right, back to your favorite dinosaur.
Well, we just talked about the T-Rex and the Triceratops horridus.
Yes, but I distracted you.
Constantly. You don't even have the mohawk anymore, and you're still distracting.
Yes, I loved the mohawk. Pain in the ass to grow out, though, so won't happen again.
Part of me is happy and part of me is sad about that.
I know, I know. Folks, I'm alone for a minute. X7 just did a shot of whiskey. He's rinsing out his shot glass. We like to get tipsy on this podcast.
Should we warn the viewers that after I've had a shot, which I might have had, especially a whiskey,
I let them know. I let them know.
you let them know?
I let them know you had a shot. Because we get drunk here on this podcast.
Yeah, and the F-bombs fly with whiskey. Not like that flippin' truth serum that tequila is.
Oh, I love tequila.
Oh, that. Dr. Thunder, if you remember who she is. She's got the young daughter. I was at a Thanksgiving with her once and her family. Cuckoo! But one of her uncles had a strong discussion, a long discussion about the qualities of tequila with me. I don't remember any of it, but it would have been helpful if I remember now.
Do you remember the name of that whiskey that just burned and hurt so much that we had?
I just sent you a picture of it, Slane Castle.
That's it. Oh, that hurts so bad.
I'm gonna add some whiskey. That was awful. That fucker.
That was bad.
It was on
That
purpose.
was bad. The pointers always come out when you drink. Our viewers will see in time. They'll see every time.
They'll also know it's your fault because you got me to drink.
You're welcome.
Well,
I made you cool. I made you cool.
My mom says I'm cool. Well, one of us is really awesome right now. Can you guess
Is
who
that
it is?
you? Are you really awesome?
Well, I made it that way. Because this beer, that last beer was 10.5. I don't even know what this beer is.
You need another shot, 7?
No, don't need another shot.
You need another shot, 7?
No.
7, I think you do. 7. 7.
What was your rating? Your rating for Slipstream, a 3? Was it right?
Yeah. Yeah, 3. It had a decent flavor. It just wasn't bitter enough.
Well, I knew it wouldn't be. Jesus, what I saw was that 65. I can drink 65. Flavor profile, not bitter. It's not a pointer if it's a flat hand, right?
It's 5 pointers. Pointing up.
Yeah. Well, what else you want to talk about, love?
Well, I want to know, if you had the choice, would you want a dinosaur as a pet or a dragon?
Well, that's an excellent question, love. I want to flip a dinosaur. I want to ride a triceratops. Because I'm not riding something that's going to eat me. Which I don't, as much as I love a T-Rex, I don't trust it. Its teeth are 6 inches long. It's like a banana, and they're sharp and serrated. Yeah, we're gonna go with a grumpy. Of course, you know a grumpy Triceratops, probably pretty akin to a grumpy hippopotamus, and you know what they're capable of.
Yes, they're the best animal.
They don't have horns sticking out of the front of their heads.
They're mean little bastards, and they're beautiful. They'll fuck you up just because.
Yeah, well, they're super territorial. I've learned more about hippopotamus. We'll try that one again. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't want one. You can have one.
I do.
I learned more about hippos. There we go. From you in the last, well, since I've known you than I ever knew. I've actually gone back and looked what their prehistoric ancestors were, which is pretty interesting. I bet you'd really like to know what they were.
Enlighten all of us.
Oh no, that's going to be your challenge for next time. Learning.
You're too tipsy to explain it, aren't you?
Well, I really got to learn to spell hippopotamus. There's like 82 hippos in there. No wait, 82 T's? Yeah, I don't remember. You're right. We're just gonna go with two flippin' awesome.
Folk, I believe X7 is drunk. He wins the podcast.
It's because you're wussing out and not drinking your 12%er. Plus,
let's keep that for next time or for later.
I'll tell you what, folks. We put some tequila, a couple of shots of tequila in Lilith. We got
That's what we'll do it.
We may want to do that. Yeah, I think we should. You are correct.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it. We just got to prepare the folks for that.
She's awesome. And I can say that in several meanings because she's awesome. Me, on the other hand, we're not ever giving tequila again.
It's fine. I'll drink it all. You can have the whiskey, even though I do love whiskey. You can have the whiskey and I'll have the tequila.
There's whiskey in the Mio. For love. Yes, I think you're right. We've lost the plot. We've lost the plot, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we have.
Three, two. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry Mountains, I met with Captain Farrell. His money he was counting. I first produced me pistol, and then produced me rapier. Then stand and deliver, or the devil he may take you. Mush a ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. Back for my daddy-o. Back for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. There's whiskey in the Mio. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would betray me. But the devil take that woman, for they never can be. Easy, musha, ring, dum-a-doo, dum-a-da. Back for my daddy-o, back for my daddy-o. Oops, back for my daddy-o. Whiskey in the jar. How did Kirk do this when he got drunk off freaking Guinness?
Don't know.
Well, you know, when you sing, you lose your accent. Remember, like Olivia Newton-John did in Greece? You lose your accent when you sing.
Yeah.
My guitar is out of tune again. I just tuned the fucking thing. All right, putting it down.
Well, with that, folks, I think it's time to wrap this up. X7?
I agree with Lilith. It's been our pleasure to have you all watching us. Is there any other last thoughts you'd like to say, Lil? Don't put you on the spot.
Just keep watching. We'll get better. We have a lot of ideas for the next podcast, so stay tuned.
And thank you all. We really appreciate you. And remember, be careful or be roadkill.
Bye.
Bye.